Hello, people. How you all doing today? I hope you all are having a good day. Well, I hope you've had a good day anyway. The day's over. It's approaching the evening. So I'm here with another movie review. And this time, this movie is called The Fear Footage. Now, the biggest mistake I made with this movie was that the first Fear Footage movie, I watched it at night. I don't just mean at night like 7 o'clock. I mean like after 9 or 10 o'clock I watched it. Let me tell you, that is the biggest mistake I've made so far in my life. Well, a bit of an exaggeration, but it made me really paranoid to the point where when I was sleeping, I kept thinking there was gonna be a clown outside my door, not kidding, outside my bedroom door. And I'm not joking. It's one of the scariest and freaky and eerie footage, found footage movies I've ever seen. And it leaves you with a sense of like, tension and makes you a bit scared and nervous. That's exactly what all found footage movies make me feel. Well, apart from the odd ones that I watch, which are terrible. But this one just has a sense of like you get nervous and you're a bit tense. And I would tell anybody to watch the fear footage. And yeah, people might say, yeah, well, found footage is cheap. Well, what do you expect? If it's a video camera, of course it's going to be cheap. But let me tell you, the effort they put into this, you wouldn't even think it's a found footage movie with how good it is with the graphics. Same with Paranormal Activity. Same with the VHS movies. The graphics they put into it, you think they put more than like thousands of dollars into it. And it's a great movie. The fifth footage 3 a.m. It's not as good as the first one, but it's pretty scary. Basically, the first one, if you don't know what horror anthology is, basically a horror anthology is different short horrors in like one whole movie. So basically, say for example, if a SWAT team goes into like an abandoned building or into like a house that they didn't know was haunted, they look at different videotapes on TV and they basically play like a short movie on there. That's basically what it is. VHS is that sort of movie. If you haven't seen that, watch that as well. That's a cracking movie. VHS 94, I think that's called. And the fear footage, which not the 3 a.m. one, the first one, because the 3 a.m. one is about basically a dude that's like, I don't know where he's driving. I think he was just driving to a forest to explore. I can't really remember what the story was behind that. And then he sort of goes around in a circle and he can't really escape the forest. Then when night comes, he gets a bit lost and he panics, and he sees this house that's in front of him. Now I think this house here that he goes into is the same house in the first one, but I don't want to give too much away because it is a great movie. Those two movies alone is insane. It's a great movie. You should watch it. It's not, the jump scares aren't cheap. It feels like you're watching something real. That's what it's like. It's just so, the effects they use into it for a found footage movie with video cameras. It shouldn't even be that good. It's that good. It should be criminal because it's a great set of movies. It's like you get two of them. I hope they make another one. Just like I hope they make another Paranormal Activity. Yes, Insidious is good, but there's something about found footage which I've always loved. And maybe it's because I'm such a big fan of YouTube and I'm used to seeing people record stuff on cameras that I'm kind of thinking maybe this whole, genre actually works. That it does. And yeah, this I would recommend you to watch it. I would rate the first one a 10 on everything because it's got quite everything in it. Even the scare factor I would rate it as a 10. Now, yeah, you might say it's not that good, maybe 8, 9 probably if it's not an exaggeration. But you should watch it. The 3 a.m. one, I'll give that a 10 because it's got the tension in it. It makes you a bit nervous, paranoid. Every horror movie makes people paranoid. You can have the scares, you can have the eeriness, you can have the creepiness, but you need to have the paranoia within it to make it feel, oh my god, this looks very real. I think my house might be haunted too. And I believe in ghosts. And it's fitting that I love movies like this because paranormal movies are the best sort of movies ever. And I think there was one found footage movie where it's called Creep, and it didn't need any paranormal stuff. It just needed one guy that was a serial killer and this woman. First it was a guy that enters it in the first movie. Then the second movie was a woman and they talk and stuff. But that's for another video for me to talk about. I don't know if I talked about Creep before, but I will do probably my next movie review footage. But I want to talk about a bad horror movie in my next video. But anyways, that's for the next video. And yeah, with the producers and directors and stuff, in my description I only put the main people that actually make the movie, because I don't want to keep ranting on in my hashtags. I don't do more than 20-30 people. It's like with Saw and Insidious. I think, was it James Wan created that? And he's genius, by the way. He's the main dude that created it. And James Wan, what was it? Yeah, they're the main people that made those movies. If, say for example, if there's only 2 producers and 11 directors, I would only put the producers. Same if it was directors, I would only put them. That if it's less, because 2, 3, I can only put the hashtags. I don't want to go overboard in it. I just want to make it brief, so if whenever somebody search out, they'll be like, oh, these are the main people that were in the movie. And yeah, it's a great pair of movies. Basically, the first one's got an interesting end to it. I don't want to give too much away. I could talk about the short horror movies in it, but I don't want to make it feel like it's I don't want to spoil it for you lot. But the first horror anthology, I think, is about a clown, because I mentioned clowns, so I figured I might as well put it out there. I'm actually trying to remember what the other set of movies were now. It was that good of a movie, and it gets really tense after he watches all the movies. So yeah, it's about police and stuff. So yeah, if you want to watch it, go ahead. And I don't think it's a bad movie whatsoever. I could watch it again, and I will hide, because it's such good quality movie. Just buy a video camera. You didn't need all the fancy graphics. All you have to do is just do one video camera, and boom. I mean, that's probably the only type of horror movie that I think anybody can make with the right props and with any sort of any type of villain or any quality, any graphics or CGI. It's probably the only type of horror movie even a 5-year-old could take part in the beating. Even a person of my age that has no film no film experience could probably make a found footage movie, because you need is a video camera, go around talking, have a bit of scares and jump scares, boom, you've got yourself a found footage movie. And it's not pathetic, because that's why I love horror movies. I'm a big, and I mean a big, horror movie buff. I used to be a horror trailer buff, but I love watching trailers too. But let me tell you, there's something about horror movies that makes it really exciting, especially when it comes to the enemies involved and the twists at the end of it. Like, oh my god, this person escaped, but then you find out that they never escaped from evil. Evil always came back to haunt them. And yeah, it's a great genre. Not many people know about found footage. They always go obsessed about The Conjuring, Insidious, Saw. This genre is new. That's why it was invented, because it's one of the best horror genres I've ever seen. And Paranormal Activity is probably up there as well, being one of the best and scariest horror movies that I've ever seen and is out there, because it leaves a sense of paranoia and tension, especially the silence in Paranormal Activity too, that I didn't mention before, is that the parts of it is silent, makes you think, oh my god, is something gonna happen? Oh goodness. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up if you want. Subscribe, comment below, share it with everybody you know, and hit the bell notification below. I would really appreciate if you get all my content, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video.